automatically I got great partnership. You know, of course you're inquiring about work and stuff. So with that being as the big thing, like I do see that as a good future thing. But let's see what actually comes out. So we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is a new beginning in your physical life. Like these are physical, tangible, new changes that are coming about. Something new and big. Your card, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune in your hands. I can't make it up. You always get that card. The Hierophant, which is tradition, commitment. I feel like a big commitment is coming forth with this future card here. So Ace of Pentacles is new beginning. So that I feel like that's recent past, and you know there's like the fruits of your labor. If you haven't started seeing them yet, they are coming. Like a lot of fortune is coming in, but with this, I feel like this is a solid, you know, deal, partnership, like something like a commitment with your company and another company. Like something big is coming about here with both I mean, all these are big things, but especially with the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant, there's a big change coming where you're ultimately going to be, you know, you're going to have your power, you know, and the Hierophant is not power over people. It's more so power over yourself and, you know, just being respected, you know, really the type of relationship you have been seeking in collaboration is really what I see coming for you, like that desired partnership that you've been wanting. Justice. So in the recent past, you know, the big change that came about was, you know, to balance out the scales for you. Like you might have felt comfortable or in a sense kind of feeling good, you know, like you felt comfortable. And so, you know, the only way that the universe moves us out of comfort is to put us through discomfort. And, you know, you've been moving through that discomfort very, very, you know, yeah, it's been tough, but, you know, you've been very strong through it. And that's basically like the universe balancing the scales out for you, since, you know, maybe you yourself, you didn't have the heart to, you know, if it was up to you, you would have held on to it and tried to fix it as much as you could. But the universe was showing you that you can't do it all by yourself. So, you know, you have to move on into something. It's better to be, it's another situation like a relationship, you know, like it's better to be in my business alone than to be in partnership with a bunch of people that don't respect me, that play me like a fiddle, that think that I'm a joke, you know, that have talked shit about me, like something not good, you know. So I do feel like a lot of balance has come. You feel a lot more peaceful, you know, in the sense of mental and emotional anguish. You're not feeling all that you were before, but you know, there's still those worries, the things, the things that build up in our minds that basically hinder us. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. So this is independent energy. Your abundance comes with your independence. You know, you do want that partnership. Like I feel like, you know, Sagittarius is especially, like, they love, you know, being in collaboration with people. They're a people person. You know, they like connecting with others. So, you know, I feel, you know, that is coming to an end for you. Like somebody is going to come in to be that awesome pillar for your company. But in the meantime, definitely like applaud yourself, be proud of yourself for all of your efforts, all of your hard work. Like it's seen by the universe. Universe tries to show you in many ways that you are doing a good job. But the big fortune is coming with you doing a lot of the independent work that you have been doing. So that is what I feel here for this present energy of abundance. And with the Five of Cups underneath the Hierophant, Once again, this is a kind of reflecting back on, you've been standing your ground on your own, doing your thing, being a boss per usual. But there's like this loss, like you still look back on maybe the good times, on what you have, on what you did have, in your collaborations in the past, that, it kind of makes you sad a little bit, but it's the underlying energy of this Hierophant. Like there are 2 5s, there are difficulties, 5s is struggles, challenges, and, 2 5s together is 10, which is the end of a bad cycle, and it reduces down to a 1, which is the beginning of a new cycle. And then on the bottom here, I have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is somebody standing in their truth, not putting up with anybody's shit anymore, because they know their worth, they know their value, they know that, kind of bending backwards got no results. No matter how much of a nice person you can be, all you can do is really just be true to yourself. And that So that's what I have for you here with this general, but I can get more cards with this other. I have the other herbal deck, the herbal tarot that I've done for you before with the herbs on them. And then I also have this food tarot deck as well. I have all my tarot decks out, basically. It's all tarot. Let me read, because you know how I get. Like, I get wrapped up in my reading that I don't pay attention, but let me see. Talk to my employees. Oh, yay. I'm so glad. I'm so glad it resonated. But, yeah. Do you have a specific question, or do you want me to keep pulling? And for anybody else in here, if you follow me, you get a card. Petro has already talked to me outside of here, so, he gets a special reading. If you want to look into the special readings, hit me up on IG, gypsybliss.ec. Okay, guidance. What guidance can we get for Petro at this time? What does Petro need to be doing, focusing on? I mean, I definitely feel like this is like me just preaching to you, but relax. Definitely meditate more. If you are meditating, meditate more. But maybe you've just been overconsumed with work again, and you've kind of pulled away again from the family, or pulled away from friends, or pulled away from fun. You've just been tired and drained and worried and exhausted. That's just intuitive channel. The Ace of Wands, this is a passionate, the passion inside of you. What brings you joy? What really calls to you? What really makes you feel powerful? The Five of Wands, spiritual conflict. See, I was just talking, we were just talking about this earlier. I was saying, like literally we've just been programmed to just work. And I feel you feel that energy too. We've been programmed by the system, by everything, to just work. And that's a way of kind of keeping us asleep in a sense, like keeping us on the hamster wheel. So I feel like that is where your spiritual conflict is coming in. It's like, but I have to work. I have to hustle and grind, but I'm so tired, but I just want to relax. But my body and my soul is not telling me that I want to work, So, this is all, and that's why I brought up meditation earlier. The wands also have to do with spirit, connecting with spirit. So, definitely a new connection with spirit, praying more, actually referring to certain archangels, certain guides, certain passed down loved ones, when speaking, and when speaking out your manifestations, like really like, you know, getting clear on them. Because I feel maybe why your manifestations, like I feel like you are getting, you know, what you deserve, a lot of what you deserve, but there is more. Like I feel like there's more, and like that blockage on that more to unlock that is literally like you know, just more connection to yourself, like really digging deep with yourself. So I feel like there's just like another, you know, it's like all the stuff we were talking about before, you know, all these, you know, we see it in everybody, and, you know, it's not just me, it's not just you, it's everybody's going through it. It's like everybody's in a yucky, mucky situation. You know, like really tapping into yourself and really knowing that all this money, bills, the houses we live in, everything, it really is all an illusion. It really is all an illusion. We are, you know, souls here on a mission in a meat suit, trying to make, and like trying to survive in this cruel and crazy world, you know, and basically trying to fight against other humans doing that. And I don't know, it's crazy. So like here I see like a lot of like maybe just my mind, like where it's going, like it's just a lot of that, a lot of just overthinking the systems, and in a way maybe developing a little bit of resentment towards it. So yeah, really like connecting with yourself, really like coming back home to yourself, and knowing that it's all temporary. Everything's temporary. Everything we go through, and all the hard situations we go through, is all temporary. We eventually do move past it, get stronger. And so I really, you know, here with the wands, this is like Leo energy. I feel like the lion strength energy. You're just building up a lot of spiritual strength with the Hierophant that came out earlier. A lot of spiritual strength is being built up at this time for you, because things, you know, like you're sensing them is correct, because I'm sensing them too. Like shit's just getting weirder and crazier and heavier and more hectic. And, you know, until we really, you know, society as a whole takes a big collapse, like I just feel like we're all just going to be in this like mucky energy. I don't know for how long, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit. So yeah, another wands here, Page of Wands. This is time for you to tap into your ideas, into, you know, I'm actually doing that right now too. I'm cleaning out all my books of stuff, because I'm kind of in the process of moving. I don't know where to yet or what, but it's happening. So I'm starting to pack up and stuff, and yeah, like I'm just like, oh, I have all these ideas, and you know, so I'm trying to get organized on my ideas. Organize your ideas. Think about your ideas. Think about how you want to execute them. Think about what you can fix and what you can work on, you know, because, you know, there's just some things we can't, no matter what we do in our own personal power, there's nothing we can do to make things go faster or make people do their part or whatever. So yeah, like it's all about just getting organized with our ideas. Get organized with your ideas so you know how to better execute them. Like I said, you're developing a lot of spiritual strength, a lot of reflection on yourself, on the people around you, on the energy. Like you're starting to notice everybody's attention, everybody's energy is affecting you, because you're becoming more sensitive. So it's very important, and you know, and I can resonate with you in that sense, because it's like, you know, in a way, like, you know, I've cut off my dad, you know, but you know, as much as it does like low key hurt, like I know I'm way better and in a better mood, and I'm not stressed about him, and he doesn't have me in a funk, and I'm not like, you know, like he doesn't have me in my feelings for no reason anymore, you know, and that's beautiful. So I'm looking at all the positives of, you know, and I actually came across a video today on Instagram that basically, like, I don't know, I just resonated with, like, you know, why is it that the child always has to face the consequences because it's the child or whatever, like, oh, that's your parent, but they never say, like, that's your child. Like, I just totally resonated with that energy, and I know I'm not alone, so I'm like, damn, a lot of, and it's not just that one video too, I've come across a lot of videos of people, like, kind of, like, taking a big distance with their families because the energy is just so like because it is so intense everywhere, like it's even more like the narcissism is even more amplified than it was in the past. So everything's amplified just as much as like we're raising our vibrations as a whole and as a consciousness. There's people that are their low vibe is being highlighted at this time. So, you know, like, it's really like that. Like, people's energies, like, really, like, it's to the point, like, I know for me, it's like, I can't absorb it anymore. It's too much. So, like, yeah. So it's cleansing yourself, cleansing the relationships, you know, that, you know, you thought were solid or that maybe have been lingering around just kind of like on the sidelines, but not really, like, you know, not to say that everybody should benefit you, but, you know, there has to be an equal balance. It can't be you just always benefiting them. Like, so, you know, it's just finding that common ground. The Four of Wands, wow, all these wands. So, you know, this is stability with your relationships, like I was talking about. Four of Wands is stable relationship. But thank you, Mario Bros, for the follow. Oh my gosh, and I actually thought of you, Petro, because the other day somebody followed me. His name was like El Petrolero or something like that, or El Gasolinero or something like that. And I was like, Petro? And he's like, no. He's like, I'm from Mexico or something like that. And he was talking in Spanish, but I'm like, oh, I thought it was you. But yeah. But anyways, I just want to. I just remember that, seeing the new follow and stuff. But yeah, with Four of Wands, this is stability. It's the 1111 card. If you've been seeing 1111 around a lot, this is definitely a confirmation that, you know, the angels see the tough changes that you've been going through, the wobbliness, and they're there trying to stabilize things for you. So don't worry. You know, this is like a really calming energy. So you are gonna find that stillness, that calmness within yourself. You know, just, you know, there's just a little bit more. So it's building the foundation, your foundation spiritually, like really dedicating yourself to maybe like a ritual or a routine or something, whether it be daily or weekly, but just connecting a little bit more to your guides, to spirit, you know. And I don't know if you've, you know, I know you're, you know, you're very grateful and you're a very good person, Petro, but practicing gratitude, like literally, like just thanking everything, like, you know, just always just thanking, whether it be mentally or just out loud, you know, just all that kind of sends the angel. That's in a way like communication to the angels, like, oh, I see what you're doing for me, thank you. You know, even though it's like sometimes we just live on autopilot, like, oh yeah, you know, I know they're helping me, like they're cool, like we're cool, like that's part of the contract, you know. But they do like to be acknowledged at times. So I really feel here, like with all these spiritual cards coming out, because that is the Wands to all spirit, like things really like transpiring the more you dig deeper into your spirituality. More Wands, Eight of Wands, communication, spiritual communication. And in that spiritual communication, you will put to rest this conflict that you have in your head that is always running. And then we have the Nine of Wands. I kid you not, all these cards came out Wands for your guidance. Connect to spirit, connect to self, rest your mind. Yeah. This is why you needed a pause. Spiritual strength is exhausting. It's tiring. So, you know, you need the rest. Yeah, same. All day, all day, all day angel numbers. Which, you know, in the past, like, I never recalled ever seeing angel numbers growing up ever in my whole entire life. Like, you know, and I used to see numbers a lot. I was in school as a kid, you know, like, I went places, I watched TV, you know, like, I never, you know, and I feel like these things just were there, but we just never saw them because we weren't ready to see them. We were, you know, but I can't ever recall like anything before maybe 2017 or ever seeing angel numbers ever. Like, maybe it was a coincidence once in a blue moon, but it wasn't like as extreme as has it been in the last 5 years of my life. Like, it's extreme. It's just, I see them everywhere, no matter what. It's angel numbers, they're everywhere. So yeah, that's literally the guidance, is connect to yourself, connect to spirit, communication and rest, building your foundation with spirit, you know, to help you get out of your head. You know, it's kind of like that, just, you know, having faith. It's like having natural, like, we all have faith, but it's like, especially in the times that we really feel insecure and like, you know, in our own heads and whatever, like, that's when we really need to tap into that faith. You know, that's exactly when, and that's exactly what we're building up for. Because like I said, like, you're feeling it, I'm feeling it, until something changes, shit's just gonna either remain or might get a little bit worse. You know, like, you asked me before if I'm going back to the States. Like, yeah, like, I'm considering it, like, we're considering it, but we're also considering just hopping over to Europe, you know, like, I don't know, the States is predicted to be in some really fucked up shit in 2025. Supposedly 2025, in zodiac calendar or an astrological, but like, the placements hit exactly the same in 2025 for the United States as it did in the Revolutionary War or something like that, and something before, like, two like big wars or whatever. Yeah, like, everybody, honestly, there's a lot of people that are thinking about leaving the States. A lot more that I talked to in the last couple of years that have really been thinking about it, that have never talked about it before like that. Like, they were all like USA forever, and, you know, now they're thinking about leaving themselves. So everybody's feeling it, everybody's seeing it. It's crazy. So, you know, it, like I said, if I do go back, it'd be very temporary for a little bit. But honestly, you know, we've been thinking Europe for a while. So, I don't know. Just like, it's like when I left, I honestly, like, in my head, I'm just like, I don't really have a desire to come here for anything, you know? So, but yeah, that's what I have, Petro. Wait, the bottom is Two of Pentacles. So this is ultimately is going to bring balance into your physical world. This is balance in your physical world. So that is what's going to bring this balance to you, for you to feel balanced again, to not feel as rocky, is all spiritual. Nothing physical here that needs to be done. Nothing mental. Don't need to process any emotions. Like, this is all just you connecting to your higher self on an even higher level through meditations, like guided meditations. Maybe even, I don't know why I'm getting through dreams even. Like, you know, if you kind of like tend to astral project in a sense, or not astral project, but lucid dream, and then maybe you get scared and reject it, maybe tap into a lucid dream. If, you know, that's your thing, you know, like, I know it's not for everybody. I know a lot of people, they don't care to dream, or they get scared, or they just prefer not to dream. But like, if you do dream and you know, shit, I want to lucid dream, I want to astral, but, you know, like, there's just some people that have that capability and reject it. So maybe that's just another, I don't know, something is coming through with dreams. I don't know if